Sweet. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea and welcome to my review of the game against Southampton. Now, as you can see, slightly different surroundings to what was happening earlier at Wembley Stadium, but obviously, I'm just going to explain it straight away. We obviously had to film the fan cams. We had to film some stuff for Channel 4, obviously because we're part of the Real Football Fan Show. And unfortunately, all our equipment ran out of battery. Another thing that I want to highlight as well very quickly is that, obviously, as you can see, a lot of the fan cams are late today. That is because we are having massive, massive problems with audio. However, what is currently happening is that Jay is working really, really hard, as well as Josh, our cameraman, to try and get this solved as quickly as possible. So obviously, it is going to be very late tonight. There is no doubt about that. But unfortunately, you're going to be stuck with me doing it. Is I'm just going to have a chat with you guys about the game today. So obviously, I was at the ground. I was at Wembley. I live in Wembley. I mean, literally, stadium is from my flat that way, I think. So yeah, it was a good game for us today, all in. First off, obviously, it was not. A lot of people were saying to me, obviously, they were quite disappointed with the first half that we weren't pushing as much as we could have been. However, for me, I felt that we were getting into the game. We were playing very well. However, this has been the story of our season where we just have not had a final product, which has been very annoying. Since Giroud's arrived, we've had more of that final product that's happening in terms of getting in front of goal. We've also had better hold-up play. We've done better all round. The beauty of where I was sat was the fact basically almost playing the Pirlo role, which Conte had. Obviously had Andrea Pirlo playing while at Juventus. So Fabregas had plenty of time on the ball, and he was playing to his strengths today. If he was given space, if he was given time, he was making those perfect passes that needed to be done. And to be honest, he was fantastic today. However, one big thing for us, I thought, was that he obviously has a shorter lifespan on the pitch than many players do. He's more of an impact player now, in my opinion. And Fabregas is someone that could definitely open up teams, and he has done it in the past. Last season was a prime example of when he'd be used to open up teams later on in the game, and it would work because there were tired legs. However, you know, like I said, he's great today. N'Golo Kante was N'Golo Kante. Obviously, we had Hazard, Willian, and Giroud making up that front three, linking up fantastically and causing many problems for that Southampton back line, which, let's be honest, has been we were able to get out very well. Going at the back, Thibaut Courtois obviously didn't start today, but when cheers in, basically we had Willy Caballero in goal. Willy Caballero was doing standard Willy Caballero stuff, where he was often basically doing things he didn't need to do, but it worked out. It was fine. We kept a clean sheet, and that's what matters. As a backup keeper, he's been pretty solid. Backline, Gary Cahill, for the first time this season, in my opinion, he was superb. He's been superb at times, but he led the line. He's grown into that captain's role now, by the looks of things, and quite honestly, he looks like he is a captain. Today, he was leading the line. He was pushing people forward with Cesar Azpilicueta, another person which people consider to be our leader. Absolutely superb in terms of what he was doing there. And, you know, Rudiger obviously is definitely going to be someone who builds into the role and builds into the team. He is still quite young. He is still very raw. However, he is a machine, Rudiger. And for me, he's been absolutely superb and very, very consistent this season. Obviously, we'll go into the second half now, and we'll talk a bit more about Olivier Giroud. Now, Olivier Giroud obviously scored our opening goal today, and quite frankly, he was running through the team like he was Messi. He was God. Lawrence highlighted that in his review. Obviously, make sure you go and check that out if you haven't seen it already. But quite frankly, it was an absolutely superb performance again from Olivier Giroud, who obviously came off early on, possibly preparing him for next week. Obviously, he did play on Thursday as well, so he may have had tired legs. I feel like we found a role for the rest of the season with him and Morata. Morata is an impact player. That's it. He always has been, always will be. And he did make an impact. He scored a goal. However, he's still missing sitters. Even I could have scored some of them. I could have scored at Burnley, and you lot have all seen me. I am a fat bastard. So basically, we're just going to have to highlight all of this and see how it all develops with Alvaro Morata. But he did come on today. He seemed a lot more confident. He was making those runs. And if he's making those runs at tight defences, again, like he was, like we're saying about Fabregas, someone who can open up teams later on, it works out very well. However, Morata is seeming to be a one-trick pony. Now, obviously, it was his goal. It was another header. It was another ball from Cesar Azpilicueta. Oh my God, that rhymes. That rhymes. I love that. But I'm really tired, as you can tell. It's been a long day. But yeah, it's he seems to be a one-trick pony. He just isn't quite the same caliber as what we were sold on as he would be. He has been a player which, let's be honest, has been in sides such as Real Madrid and Juventus, where he has been a player that's come on and caused problems later on. Most of his goals last season for Juventus, for Real Madrid, did come off the bench, and that says a lot, really. So the next question is, what are we going to do with Alvaro Morata? Is Alvaro Morata going to be a player which we use sparingly now, despite him signing a contract saying he wanted to be a starting member of the team, or do we just see how it goes? Now, I've seen a comment here from Lawrence Fernandez saying, would I swap Morata for Icardi? Let's be realistic. That is not something that would happen. And Icardi is a poacher. And to be honest, we already have a poacher. We have 3 poachers. We don't need another poacher, and realistically, we don't have the money to spend on Icardi. That's been shown clearly over the past couple of years, and so in our transfer business, failing to spend over an excess fee, unless it's been a panic buy, i.e. Alvaro Morata or someone who was our second choice. We are going for second choice players now. Icardi is a top caliber player, and I just don't feel we're going for those players anymore. But overall, today's performance, absolutely superb. For me, overall, we made up for it, and we did pretty well in terms of everything that needed to be done today. Now, obviously, we are talking a little bit more about the FA Cup. We are talking a bit about the Premier League, and because our videos aren't coming out, I thought I'd treat you. We can do a little bit of a Q&A. We can have a little chat. And if you like these, I don't mind doing these late on a Sunday night, and I actually quite enjoy this, because I've not done this for ages. So, yeah, this is quite interesting. So, obviously, FA Cup final, we are facing Manchester United. Jose Mourinho is coming up against Antonio Conte again. Let the mind games begin. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a very, very interesting affair between 2 managers. One, obviously, which rarely you lose as a final. I think he's only lost one, which was the Copa del Rey against Atletico Madrid. And one that seems to always lose just domestic cup finals in Antonio Conte. So, obviously, right now, this is something where he is not exactly... We're up against it, and we have been up against it all season. But let's be honest, Chelsea Football Club are always a club which like to come up it, and we like to go up against it. I'm just going to cite Munich. I'm just going to cite all Man United when we played them on several occasions when we were poor. I'm going to cite basically the entirety of last year when people did not expect us to go where we went and do what we did. But guess what? That's all that matters to me. If we're going up against it, we as fans know that we are capable of it, and I'm being really positive, and this isn't me. I know you're thinking that, but let's be honest right now, this is the only bit of silverware we have left to play for. This season has been shocking, so just got to make the most of it, of what you need to do. But yes, let's look at some of your comments regarding today's game. So let me know some of them. I am leaning you on the side of my sofa, which is probably why I'm wobbling. So let's have a little look. Scroll to the top. Right, let's go. CFC energy. I never see the fan cam. Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, okay. No, he's just joking. That's fair enough. Morata, Adam Sheriff, Morata is shit. Cannot control a ball. Not going to argue with that. Not going to argue with that. He has got 2. Well, even players with 2 left feet can control the balls on some occasions. He just can't do it full stop. MP. Louis, how was the trip to Wembley? It was very short. That's all I'm going to say. Emerson. Yes, that's the one I didn't highlight. So seriously, I just made a point. Emerson has stepped up to the plate. He's been absolutely fantastic in the 2 games he's played. Potentially, even I think he could be pushing Marcos Alonso for a place. Now, Marcos Alonso can play as a centre-half. He has done that at Bolton. He did do it at Sunderland. Yes, I know what I'm saying. These words are coming out of my mouth. So, I mean, if there was ways to fit him into the team because his set pieces are basically what sets him apart. And realistically, his set pieces are very strong, and he is very capable of doing whatever he needs to do with those. And let's be honest, he's proven it this season. He's proven it last season. He is decent. However, someone highlighted it in the fan council. Make sure you watch all of them, because people did say very different things as well. Alonso likes to cut in, and then he doesn't really beat a man. Emerson was beating players and getting the crosses in. Yes, some of the crosses weren't great, but he got them in. That's what mattered to me. Yeah, it's oh sweet, hold on. Jerome is telling me everything is uploaded. So if you guys want to check the fan cams as well while you're here, please don't leave me. You can have a look at them. But yeah, realistically, you know, Emerson was taking on players, beating them, and potentially for me could be getting into the side. One big thing for me is that he was considered the second best left wing back or left back in the Serie A before he got injured and did his ACL. However, for me, I was never completely sold on him. I think he's a good player, but it'll be interesting to see how he develops at Chelsea Football Club and whether he gets given another opportunity, which all hinges on who is our manager going to be next season. Obviously, many people feel Antonio Conte is a dead man walking. However, I'm not so sure. It's going to be interesting to see how all of that goes. But Tamine Webster, Fabregas has been poor for ages, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. For me, I think Fabregas, past is the wrong word. He still has his elements of his game where he's very strong. However, for me, I feel that he has outlived his usefulness for us at Chelsea. This isn't me hating on him like many people think I do. I don't hate on Fabregas. He's been a fantastic servant for Chelsea Football Club. However, you know, it is time that he moves out of the way to let other players come through. He is a fantastic leader, but if he has leadership qualities and can only pass, unless we can find a way to fit him into the squad, then he's outlived his usefulness and needs to move on from Chelsea. Soccer Prime, go to sleep. I can't, mate. I've got stuff to upload for you lot. I can't go to sleep just yet. Ian, Craigo28. Make sure you subscribe to Ian, actually, because he does these little vlogs about all the stuff that we do. So if you want to go check that out and see what I'm like, as well as obviously my videos behind the scenes, make sure you go check them out. You get to see me snort snow like it's cocaine if you go far enough back. Yeah, I don't condone the use of drugs. We'll stay clear of that. But yeah, CFC and Nudge can't wait for the final. Jose versus Conte, Chelsea versus Manchester United. Definitely, it is going to be very interesting to see. Tamir Webster as well, or Tamim. Sorry, excuse me. Dave is more of a leader than Cahill. Today, I think they're equal. I think they are both absolutely fantastic in terms of what they offered the team. You know, I think that we were by far a good unit at the back, and there was definitely leadership qualities on Chelsea. So it's a case of we just need to bring that forward and just see how everything else rolls with that. Let's have a look. Morata reminds me of Torres sometimes. Yeah, he modeled himself on Torres. What else we got? Do you want Hazard to stay next season? The fact that you've caught me thinking about that says a lot, to be honest. Put it this way. I felt for a lot of this season, especially January onwards, a lot of the team, including Hazard, has lost a lot of their mojo, I guess is one way to put it. Hazard, for me, if he doesn't perform, we don't. And for a while, it's been a case of he's not been performing, so we haven't either. Questions obviously been raised. Is a case of is Hazard? My leg quickly. Sorry, got that leg. Is Hazard a player which is saving himself for the World Cup? Because obviously we've got Belgium have reached it, and let's be honest, are what some people consider they're a dark horse. Is he just not with it anymore, or is he injured, or is he tired like he has been on occasions before? For me, I feel that Eden Hazard he's peaked. I think, in my opinion, I think Eden Hazard is a player which many people. I'm not hating on him. Again, I don't consider Eden Hazard a player which you know, he is he's rubbish. But I mean, we'll come back to it. We'll have a bit more of a chat. I want to see what some of you guys think about it as well. But I've got a question here from Rex Rubin. What do you think about Willian's sub and his reaction? Enjoy the $5. Love your videos. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, wait, Lewis is calling me. Hold on. Let's have a look. What does he want? Lewis, you're currently on a stream on 100% Chelsea, mate. What's up?
I'm outside.
You're outside? Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back in a minute, guys. 2 seconds. Hold on. Oh, bloody hell. Lewis. Oh, that's brilliant. Lewis brings gifts. Oh, shitting hell. Jesus. Right. Yeah, we've got to give him $5 as well. What a guy. If you guys do your questions be answered, I didn't know that worked. They weren't like that. Madness. Yeah. Lewis, go over there and eat. Go over there and eat and do the stuff. Come on, give me a straw, please. Give me a straw, please. Thank you. Right. But yeah, Willian's substitution, I think, came down to his injury. I think that's a bigger. I think that for me is what the issue was. I don't think it was anything else. He looked well. He was limping around. He is tired. There is stuff about him which he does need time to rest and come back inside. Because for me, I felt he has been incredibly important for us. But overall, it's going to be quite interesting to see how that develops as well. I think if his reaction comes down to him being upset that we didn't accumulate enough opportunities to do what he could do, obviously hit the bar today as well, then he is it's slightly disappointing because obviously we have had issues this season with player mentality. But yeah, I mean, we've got another question here. Blimey, you guys sending money. That's amazing. Thank you very much for that. Hey, peace for all. Louis and Chelsea, you make the best Chelsea stuff on YouTube. Keep going. Hope to see you at Wembley. Fan from Switzerland. Oh, what a guy. MP. Yes, go on, my boy. We do love you. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, let's see what other questions we got today talking about this kind of stuff. Oh, Lewis, you hero. Thank you for that. I don't know what I have to say. We'll talk about that in a minute. Thoughts on Manchester United from Raid Magon. Right. Lou's got me a milkshake. Oh, bloody hell. What a hero. Right, Manchester United. If you saw my Fan Park Live yesterday with Terry, you will see that I was saying that Manchester United are an incredibly underrated team. Now, this whole park the bus mentality, which clubs often talk about, it's a load of rubbish. Listen, parking the bus, Mourinho did it with us for years. We did it for years. It was basically instilled in our DNA. When he first came to the club, he built that spine. And then on top of that, when he left, obviously Sir John Terry, Lampard, Essien, Drogba, Cech. You had a team which was built along those guys who knew what our identity would be. And, we got 95 points with that philosophy. We got back-to-back league titles. And for me, this is something which, is incredibly important. And, we had that spine. Now, Mourinho's obviously taken that philosophy and instilled it at various other clubs where maybe it has not been as successful. Inter Milan, you could argue, is probably maybe possibly more successful, obviously winning a European trophy and probably doing winning a treble, basically, at a time when Italian football was at a massive lull. But he's now taken this philosophy to Manchester United. And on top of that, he's successfully been winning trophies. Manchester United were a team which, let's be honest, were on a downward spiral. Alex Ferguson left that team in a state which, even if it was an amazing manager, it was going to take someone to come in and get sacked for them to see that was a colossal problem. Obviously, you've had Louis van Gaal destroy what is a Manchester United philosophy even more in 2 years. However, Mourinho is trying to bring it back and does fit in with the Manchester United philosophy. My thoughts on that club currently are, if Manchester City were not as financially capable as they are, that team would have won the Premier League. However, they are in the correct position, considering the only team that has spent more money than them, which is how football is won. You cannot say it isn't. Leicester, for example, was a complete dip, was a complete anomaly in what is a massive cycle. Football is won by good coaches. Pep Guardiola is an exception as well. He's still a fraud in my opinion. But we'll get back to that another time. It's won by good coaches who build good teams under good philosophies. Mourinho has done all of that. He's building a fantastic team. And yes, listen, there's progression. They've won a Europa League. They've won a Charity Shield. They've won a League Cup. They haven't won a Charity Shield with Mourinho, have they, Lou? Who? United. They did. They have. Excuse me. They've done various things, and he is slowly progressing that club. Whether it's a case of if he can take it further or not, obviously he has a 3-year life cycle, we'll have to see. But Manchester United are currently being rebuilt. And let's be honest, they are a team which people should be fearful of in the next few years. But it'll be interesting to see how they develop. And obviously, heading into the Against Them Cup final, they are favourites. There's no doubt about it. But we'll have to see how we fit into this as well. James Hambis, who was staying in my flat last night because he couldn't find anywhere to stay. Right. Hyping Martin's confidence will improve after today's goal, and Giroud's coached him to be more physical. By the way, hello from the coach. Go on, mate. If you don't know, he's heading back to Devon today. He's getting back at 5 a.m, so I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, I agree. I hope he's doing that. Tamim Webster, we have to invest this season. Will we? It's another question. TJ All-Star, Batshuayi would be the next option for striker, in my opinion. Now, I agree. I would like to see Batshuayi come back. I would like to see Batshuayi as a starter, as he's proven in the Bundesliga, which is a very, very competitive league, that he can score goals. The difference between how he's playing or how he was playing, at Borussia Dortmund, and how he was playing with us, the fact that they are playing to his strengths. They're playing the ball on the floor. Okay, he is a poacher. He is not Didier Drogba, as many people labelled him. No one's Didier Drogba. Everyone's their own man. I'm my own man. Lewis is his own man. You know, it's everyone's got their own different thing. His is he likes to have the ball on the floor. He likes the ball in behind, and he picks up the balls when other people can't. Play to those strengths, and we have a fantastic striker in our hands. However, we don't play to those strengths. Who knows what's going to happen? We're going to see the Batshuayi, which everyone's getting annoyed with. But we'll have to see. As in football game, I said exactly the same thing. I think Batshuayi should be given a chance. I completely agree. Conte Tweet's kind of got a nice beard. Nice one, son. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, I think Batshuayi is a player which can definitely come back into the side and help us in whatever we need to do. But we do need a different option. We do have a big target man. We do have a poacher now, and we have got a fast striker in Alvaro Morata. But the question is Alvaro Morata capable? Is he enough for Chelsea Football Club? But yeah, let's get on stuff. Chelsea 2012. Are we getting Napoli manager Sarri? I mean, I'm ITK on certain subjects if they want to tell me, but I don't think people want to tell me about stuff anymore. So no idea. I don't know. I'm not sure about Sarri. I think Sarri is a manager which is a bit like Pochettino, where he hasn't won a trophy, plays nice football, but you know, winning trophies, and he's very old. So I'd rather see a younger manager come in and try and develop. What else we got? Fuck me, there's a lot of comments. I can't deal with this. Oh shit, my phone's exploded. Oh my god, you lot, you have absolutely battered this. Have some of that. Well done. Up the Chelsea. Right, what else we got? Is there a slight chance of top four? No, there's not. It's not happening. Let's see. Glasgow Rangers fan, well done, Chelsea. Cheers, mate. I think Giroud must be in the starting line for the cup final. Him and Hel Yusuf, I completely agree. Amenka Onua. What do I think of Arsene Wenger leaving Arsenal? Right. I'm not going to lick his arse, as many people have. Arsene Wenger is a dinosaur. Now, that's the bit I want to get important. That's what I want to say. To bring a bit of balance to that argument, because we all know how I like to give balance. He used to be an absolutely amazing manager. There's no doubt about it. He has brought Arsenal forward into the 21st century. He brought football forward into the 21st century. Dietary requirements, which I could probably do with a bit of. He brought forward training. He professionalised football players. He got rid of the drinking culture in English football. He brought it into the 21st century, brought it into an athletic. He made it athletic. You know, players had to come in and, you know, they had to work hard. You had to have that athleticism, that tenacity, that professionalism that was required in many other fields of work, which you didn't see in football via example, vis-a-vis drinking culture and all loads of other stuff. However, what he's done in the past is fantastic. But currently, he's destroying that club. He's destroying what he built, or he had destroyed what he built via various means, via stubbornness, via poor transfer policy, via many other things. He did well when the stadium was being rebuilt, continued to get top 4. Credit to him. He did well with that. He did well with the budget. However, he kept the purse strings tight until someone pushed him to do it. Now, he bought fantastic players, but it's a question, did they fit into the team? Did they fit his mentality? And clearly, for me, Alexis Sanchez doesn't want to be there or didn't want to be there. Bakary Sagna, Gael Clichy, Samir Nasri, Robin van Persie in terms of poor transfer policy. This is why it does not work. This is why he is a dinosaur, because he destroyed that club from the inside out. Now, Lewis is probably loving this and just enjoying me. Yeah, it was beautiful, Lewis says.
I'm going to miss you, Arsene.
But yeah, he destroyed that club from the inside out. He has to go. He's had to go for a lot of years. I'd say 2012. I think that was when he was properly causing issues. But for me, I'm not going to do thank you for the memories, Arsene. You're so amazing for football. Da, 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 da. No, he's a dinosaur. He's done. That's it. Thank you very much. It was the right decision. Simple. Yeah, let's move on from my savagery. I think we should keep Kennedy. He would have run the show today. I agree. Do I think we'll beat United? I don't know. I'll have to see. Leon Bailey's coming next season. I don't know about that. Where is Ross Barkley? Fuck knows. Wolves fan, thank you. Taylor saying thank you. You've well done on reaching the final. Thank you for that. What do you feel Barkley can do next year? Do you think he'll be back on top all year with a good pre-season? Again, hinges on the manager. Clearly, Conte doesn't want him in the squad. If Conte doesn't want him, he's not going to do anything. There are players that are coming back, though. Irregular's cheek. Obviously, he could work well with Ross Barkley. Lewis Baker's obviously there and thereabouts. You've got Lucas Piazon. These are players that could potentially be moving on as well. Who knows? But we'll have to see. Louis, can I get admin? I don't know how this works yet. Well, let's do a few more of these before we decide that. I'll do these on a Sunday night, I think. I like this. This is fun. Obviously, Lewis interrupted it by bringing me a milkshake, so I can't exactly moan at him.
I want a cheeseburger. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, cheers, bud. All right. Right. Let's have a look. What else we got? Who would I like to see come in, Chelsea fan 99 or Chelsea 99? I'd like to see a striker. I don't know who. I want to be because I want to be realistic with our options. After seeing the past 2 transfers, I'd like to see a striker. I'd like to see a right wing back or a right back. Because I think 4-2-4 is a system that's worked for us, or 4-4-2. I'd like to see a central midfielder and a box-to-box player potentially, unless Barkley or Loftus-Cheek can be used there. Let's see a right winger, and I've already said a centre forward. So basically, I'd like to see a new spine, but realistically, we ain't getting that. So that's what I'd like to see, but I don't think we will. I think we'll sign like a load of second-rate players. Chelsea made desperate signings in January, and that even though they're on the bench. What was the point of Barkley and Drinkwater? Squad depth. We guys called midfielder. We should have kept Kennedy. You've already said that. Yeah. Conte stays. I don't care. Great manager. Come on. He doesn't want to be here, so I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. Time to switch to 3-4-1-1 or stick to the old school 3-4-3. 2 strikers up front look commendable. Rugrid Samnat. I don't know. I think it's very interesting to see how all of this goes. I think that the entirety of the... I think it works. I don't think it works with Giroud and Morata. I think the link-up play was good at Burnley, but I just think Morata doesn't have that final ball. When he was given the opportunity, he just didn't take them. So it's case for you to see. It would be great and see the Mourinho Conte rivalry if he leaves next season. I agree. I think that's been a very good role. That's the new Wenger Mourinho. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. Do you think Jose is a Judas or not? Judas is number 1, mate. That's all I'm saying. I think that Jose Mourinho is a great manager, great history at Chelsea. Hasn't helped himself with some of the stuff he said this season, what fans think of him. However, I can't hate on Mourinho, as he is, without doubt, our greatest manager ever. And he was someone I looked up to as a kid. So for me personally, I don't have a problem with it. I have a problem with him when he does stupid shit on the touchline against us. That's when I have an issue. But right now, I don't have one. Let's have the next one. Hazard is 27, maybe cash on him. I agree. Conte in or out? I'm just saying Conte in on the fence. Should Conte be a long-term manager? No, he's not a long-term manager. Do I want Courtois to stay? No, quite frankly. He does have the right mentality. We've bent over backwards for him, and he keeps going in and out in the press saying he hasn't said stuff. Make his mind up. Either stay or either go. Now, if he wants to go for family reasons, completely fine. I completely understand that. And if he wants to go to Madrid, doesn't matter which Madrid it is, go to Madrid. If me, what I would do, let go Madrid. We have your former goalkeeper who you very much cherish and love. Would you like him back? Yes, I would very much like him back. Could we have our black in return, please? Yes, you can. Happy days. Dust it off. Everyone's happy. We get our black. They get Courtois. Courtois in Madrid with his family. Everyone can get on with their lives.
You said he was in talks with PSG.
Yeah, exactly. So, screw him. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Would you be happy if Wenger replaced Conte?
Wait, what? What did you say?
Creeper clash. Would you be happy if Wenger replaced Conte? What do you think? Lewis, how do you feel about that? He just shot himself in the mouth. Let's have a look. Would you be happy if Jack Wilshere signed for Chelsea? Good creative player. Wouldn't get in the team. I don't think he is. Let's have a look. Continental board backing, agreed. What else we got? Who do you reckon will have a bigger impact at the final? Hazard or Sanchez? Sanchez loves a final. He'll have to see. I don't know. Lewis is a legend. The best rants. Oh, don't worry, mate. Lord Pancake Louis, do you like full-time Devils? Yeah, they're all right. I've not met Adam. I have met Adam once or twice after a game. I had a chat with him. He's a good guy. Yeah. CFC Nudge says, Lewis, he loves your passion.
Thank you.
Situation on David Luiz. Now, this is something I do know about. So, David Luiz currently is fit for Chelsea Football Club, can play. However, obviously after Roma, he had a falling out with Conte. He did come back inside for the Watford game. He did come back in March, and he didn't play to his best. However, he is fit to play, but he has been told that he needs to find a new club, apparently. So, I mean, I think that was expected. He's not playing at the minute. Pretty standard. What did you think about Tottenham Man United? Check out Fan Park Live on the Football Terrace from yesterday, and it's on the United Stand as well, I think. Alpha Bar says, hi, Lewis.
Bye.
Can I tell you something that's nothing to do with Chelsea? Okay, go on, Nash. Should be interesting. What have you got to say about that? I mean, I'm only halfway through the comments, so I might struggle to find it. Marcos Alonso is linked with Real Madrid. I mean, yeah, but he's not going to go. He's not good enough, let's be honest. Oh, I'm not finding many comments here. Who do you think? Who do you think is the player of the match of Southampton Chelsea semi-final? I would say Hazard, especially second half. Completely agree. Seriously, is that you asking me about my thoughts on Liverpool? Leave it in the comments. Let me check. Just say, because obviously I'm scrolling through. I will see. There you go. Where's all the messages gone? I'm so confused. Mourinho ruined us. He did. Second stint did completely ruin us. However, I still do love him. Oh my God, I've lost everything. Here we go. Right, here we go. I found it. Right. Thoughts on Morata's mental straight finishing and injury from Mukbarito. Right. Morata, fully fit. Mentality, rubbish. If you're kicking bottles away at Burnley when you screwed up, yes, it may show signs of fight, some people like to put it, but if you've only started doing that because you've been being rubbish, it says a lot about you. Sort it out. Need some more professionalism involved. But move on from that. AR Gaming Drew is actually Messi. Oh my God.
Messi's nothing like Giroud.
I know, it's taking the piss. Lou. Bring in Janssen next season? Yes. Need to start developing good players. We need to have people that understand the club coming in as well. What else we got? Thoughts on Eden Hazard's performance today? And is our biggest sign of the summer to renew his contract? Mustafa Ahmed. Hazard was superb today. He showed up like he should do on many, many occasions. Absolutely, was just a baller, isn't he? Let's be honest. Hazard is a fantastic player. And like I've said before, our playing style hinges on what he does and how he plays. And today he showed up and so did we. It's as simple as that, really. I seem to be drunk. I'm definitely not drunk, mate. I'm absolutely shattered, though. Which players on loan do you think Chelsea will get rid of? I think Thomas Callas will go. I think Lucas Piazon will go. There's quite a few. To be honest, mate, there's absolutely loads. So I couldn't tell you. What else we got? Andy J says, I am Drogba. Sweet. Nice one, Didier. Good to see you, mate. We've got another £5 question here. Go on, mate. What are you saying? We ate Tottenham. Yay! That's the best fiver I've seen all day. 8 semi-finals. You ain't won one. Have some of that. Happy days. Keep moving. Right. What's got? Try clean shaving, bro. I bet you look smarter than that. Nah, mate. I just get a shit ton of double chins, I'll be honest. And to be honest, my shaver broke the other day, so I actually do need to buy a new one. Here we go. Here you go. Omar OMG Rex. Will we get Champions League next season? No. Simple as. Oh my God, this has started shifting. Jeez. You guys are really on it today. I like this. Oh my God, there's so many messages. Right. Nathan, low-key, sexy as fuck. Mate, I ain't low-key. People know that about me. Don't worry about it. Bloody hell. 4 days to Infinity War from Son of Chelsea. It's my boy. It's good to see you. Yeah, it is. And I'm excited. That's why I'm a nerd. Here we go. Wow. Okay. So this is all, it's completely cut off all the last messages I was reading through. So I'm very sorry if I missed you. Right. Ugly Inside, Freddie. Hello, mate. How are you? I've got a text from you now. I did see it. Here you go. Just saying, just catching your video, mate. Thought I'd text you to take notice. Interested to find out on your thoughts on the foul on Caballero. Obviously, there was a tackle. Minimal contact from Austin. 100% overline. 1-1 at point. Let's say, let's have a look before I can see if I can read the whole thing. Right. Let's say Saints were on the march at that point. Yes, they were. They were getting themselves back into the game. However, a big thing I felt, I think it's because Charlie Austin. He's a big bloke, isn't he? So Caballero is the size of a pimple. He's little. We all do love him. He's like, you know what Caballero is? He looks like the granddad that you go see in a care home. Or no, he doesn't. Right. I had a great uncle, and I've got family in the hills in Italy. They live really far away from everything. I used to run things called caseificios. Now, caseificios are like where Parma ham, balsamic vinegar, and Parmesan and all that are made. And he used to run one of them. He used to get the milk, take it down. He used to sit outside on a little chair with his little trilby on, little hat, and sit and just sleep. Right? Or he played bowls and stuff like that. That is what Willy Caballero is. So Charlie Austin's a big bloke. So quite frankly, I mean, I think that's why it was given, but I don't know. I was too far away to really comment on it properly. That's a proper Wenger comment, to be fair. Right. What else have we got? Sweet Talk Crystal Palace. Ollie says, everyone sub to me. No, Ollie. You should actually do some fucking work and take some videos and do stuff. Tammy Abraham. Yes, that's a player that should come back. Definitely. Nat Levar, you've definitely nailed that. I'd like to see him come back to Chelsea. Oh, Andrew says that you smell.
Andrew?
Andrew says you smell.
Oh.
He does stink a bit.
What?
Nothing. Ollie, you have a dead beard. You've got a big nose. Now, fuck off. So, do I have any exclusive news? No, not currently. Rex Rubin, Callum Hudson-Odoi. What are your thoughts? Odoi, sorry. Right. Bring him in the squad, start playing him. We need a right winger, obviously, next season. Bring him in, start him playing. If he's not good enough, farm him out. Then if he come back and he can develop, all that kind of stuff. It's a standard. I think it'll be good. FB, Pedro's quality when playing deeper. Yes, I was thinking exactly this today. Obviously, we switched to a 5 at the back, and sort of it was almost topped up with Hazard and Morata at the end, and Pedro just came and sat in that hole behind him. Now, he was good there. I liked Pedro there. He was causing problems. He was pulling the strings, and I thought he looked quite good. But yeah, I think that's good. TJ All-Star, I'm out, want to be alive for a school day. Yes, if you have school tomorrow, go sleep. I've got university tomorrow, but I've got it at 12, so I'll be all right. I've still got to write a script for a TV show that I've got to do for it, which will be fun. Hazard or Kante, that's not the best topic to say. Where's Tammy Abraham on loan at Swansea? Reno 87. We need John Terry or Lampard as coaches. Right, I'm moving you lot because it's killing me leg. Ow. Oh! Hello, Lewis. Right. I'll hold you in my arms. Isn't that beautiful? What else we got? Let's do, how long are we going for? 40. You know what? Let's go up to the hour. Why not? I'm going to ask some more of your questions. We need Emil Forsberg. Be realistic in your thoughts for transfers. You can't just say we need a player, it's going to happen. This isn't FIFA. Emil Forsberg, realistically, is a key player for Leipzig. He's been playing superbly. Would you get rid of him if you were Leipzig right now? Would you? I mean, unless the collector offer comes in, we'll have to see. Can I have your Swansea ticket? No, go away, Andrew. No one's asking about that. I'm not giving you my Swansea ticket. Here you go. He sent me another one. Ace Gamer. What do you think of the West London derby and Fulham probably entering the Premier League next season? We control West London. We own West London. What are your thoughts? Here's how I'm going to describe Fulham Football Club. Now, I have to be nice because my family friends are the Cohens, i.e. George Cohen, who played a lot, basically his whole career at Fulham. So I have a little bit of a soft spot. So what I will say, oh God, this looks like a really dodgy angle. If you're young, if you're a bit older, you'll know what I mean. If you're younger, you won't know what I mean. Now, they're like the little brother that you love and you cherish and you like to give lots of cuddles to. And you like to bully on your occasion. That is who that football club is. I'm looking forward to it. I've been to Craven Cottage once, and it was for Fulham versus Burton Albion. And to be honest, Fulham are playing good football at the minute. Will they survive in the Premier League? Who knows? But what I do know is if they do play us and they do keep those players that they currently have on loan, Lucas Piazza and Thomas Callas will not be able to play. End of. Let's have a look. Well, Chelsea, we love you, Louis. I love you too. What do I think of CFC Fan TV? Well, no, I don't want to talk about them, to be honest. I think that gives you enough about my thoughts. I'm not going to pass comment on that. Would you take Lukaku now? Yeah. Where are you even reading the questions from? Way back. You're sending me a lot. If you want to get them read out straight away, you need to add if you had like a penny or like a quid, I can read them all. And I'll come to me straight away. Would I take Pogba? What? Are you a Man United fan, mate? Possibly. Who knows? We should get... Right. Just listen to yourself. Right. Listen to yourself, Kunde. We should get Icardi, Bailey, Manolas, and Fekir. Would I see them? No. There's not a chance in hell you would sign all of them. That is without doubt £500 million worth of transfer business in one window. It will not happen. End of. Be realistic. Realistically, I could see maybe one of them or two, potentially. Manolas at a push, because we were after him already. Bailey, I'd like to see. I think he'd be a good asset for the club. Would love Ramirez back. Yes. What a player he was. So yeah, let's see what else we got. Bloody hell, I'm scrolling down to see what else I can find. Would you like Jardim or Sarri next season? Don't know enough about Jardim. I don't know about Sarri. I feel like I play a nice football manager, but hasn't won anything. If Hazard goes, should Bale be part of the team? I don't know. I think we'll do a video on that because that is a big question which many people have been asking me. So I'll do a little video on that. We're going to have a chat about it. When we play Swansea, and we need some players, do you agree? Like Hazard, Fabregas, and put Barkley on. Potentially. Would you stick at the three at the back next season? No, it's been figured out. Transfer target I spoke about at the beginning of the video. See what else I might just scroll to the bottom and see what we got. Can we attract actual quality next season without Champions League football on offer? Can we offer them enough money? That's all it says. Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea and Manchester United can stick the FA Cup where the sun don't shine. I think someone's a little bit bitter. I've been in the final for a while, have you? When you were, we beat you. Yeah, that's cute. Let's move on. What else we got? Spurs Butlers. Yeah, right. What else we got? Salah or Kevin De Bruyne? I think Salah. Oh my God, you sent more questions. I can't see it. Yes. Hang on. Jesus Christ. I've lost it. 100% Chelsea or CFC Fan TV. 100% Chelsea, obviously. Numbers say that. It's pretty clear. And we actually speak to people, so yeah. Would I do a crossover? No, not a chance. What do I think about selling and bringing back Schweier back, give him a real run in the first team, a regular pay time? I felt like he gets the regular chances. He does do really well. Potentially, we'll have to see. What else we got? Oscar can replace Fabregas. No, he can't. He's useless. Mikel Bakayoko. Obviously, Mikel. Mikel's a G. But you know what Mikel is? He's Lord Mikel. And I started that with Eunice. So, boom, have some of that. Who's the most underrated player at Chelsea this season? As usual, Cesar Azpilicueta, in my opinion. Lawrence, don't forget to check out my review, people. Like I did say earlier, Lawrence, don't push it, mate. Come on, be careful. Blimey, God, what have you lot sent a lot in? Apparently, you need to check your DMs, Lou. Canal. I've lost the name. Canal something. Canal Abrol. Will Millwall get in the Premier League? Oh, I'm not doing fan cams if Millwall to win Millwall. I think I'll give them a miss.
With the big blue jacket and everything.
Lewis will do it. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting to see if they do. Would I rather have kept Salah or Kevin De Bruyne? Pointless question, in my opinion, because they both left. I don't really want to answer that because they're not Chelsea players. Listen, Kevin De Bruyne had a poor attitude. And Mohamed Salah just wasn't good enough at the time. We had other players available in other positions. Now, you're right, mate. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I think it would have been interesting to come back, obviously, but you know, they've left, and it's as simple as that, really. What else got this guy Hazard? Not going to happen. If you're a loyal Chelsea fan, would you cut your balls off to get top 4? No, because I think we'll get it at a later stage. And I'm a loyal Chelsea fan, just not a lunatic. Let's see. Where's Eunice been? He's on his channel. Go check him out. He'll be back soon on occasion. Drogba in prime or Terry Henry in his prime? Drogba. I'm not answering that. Go on, obviously. Hold on, Lewis. Did you miss the first goal?
Basically, I was getting food and the queue took long. So I had a missed track of time.
Oh my God. And you claim to be the vlogger for Chelsea. 100% Chelsea.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. You shouldn't have gone to get food. Greedy bastard. Jesus.
Are you going to get food after?
No, I didn't.
Really?
Nope. I just sat in the seat.
Jack missed the first goal as well. Bare people missed it.
Is Jack the vlogger? Yeah, there we go. Enough said. Ace again. Mohamed Salah scored 6 goals against Arsenal when we beat him 6-0. He did. He did. How will you enjoy Europa League? I will enjoy Europa League. It'll be a nice new experience. Louis, buy a new mic. Yes, okay, so we had issues with that. I said that at the very beginning of the video. If you go right back to the beginning when this ends, you'll see what I'm talking about. We have had massive issues with that today, which is why I'm currently streaming my review at midnight. Because basically that was a massive issue. Kane or Vardy? Harry Kane. Best team in London, currently Spurs. But yeah, right. I'll take 5 more questions and then I'm going to head off. So give me 5. Give me 5. Do I use this other chance? I've already answered that. Thoughts on Wenger? Already answered that. Should play 4-2-4? Already answered that. Favorite player this season? Cameron Fleming. Favorite player this season? That's a very, very, very good question. Kante's been pretty standard in how he approaches games. He's pretty standard, Kante. I like consistency. Hazard's been superb in patches, but I think our player of the season for me has been Willian. He's run the show for us on some occasions. Did I like Shirley? I absolutely loved Shirley. Oh, what a guy. That made me cry. That makes me cry. I miss Andre Shirley so much. He was such a good player. He was so good. Why did we get rid of him? Oh, I do miss him. Yeah, I did like him. Louis, what do you think about the chance of Conte staying? I think he's gone at the end of the season. Thoughts on transfer activity? Seems to be quality over quantity over quality. I agree. But I think that's been what we're doing now. Was it bad to sell Matic? Yes, in hindsight. Do I hate Fulham? Not too bothered. Go on, give me one more. See. Is there any youth players who actually slot into the first team straight away? Loftus-Cheek, potentially. I think Masunda, if he picked up a bit more. But again, I don't know if he asked you Arsenal straight away, so no, not him. I think Hudson-Odoi, if he was going to run in the team, could slot straight in. I think there's a few players that have the capability, but it's a case of we'll have to see. Oh, we can see enough of them. But yeah. Last one. Will he Thampadu make it big? We will have to see. Right. I'm going to leave it there. It is now 20 to 1 in the morning, and I've got stuff that I still need to do. So, guys, make sure you subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media down in the description: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure you check out my personal socials as well. Thank you to you guys who actually sent cash as well. That's actually pretty sick. So, thank you very much for that. If you want to see more of these, let me know down in the comment section below. I might do these every Sunday. Obviously, I won't do them this late. I'll do them, well, if Chelsea are playing, we'll do it. I'll do it around this time of Chelsea. I'll do it around midnight, 11 o'clock. If Chelsea aren't playing, I'll do it earlier on in the day on a Sunday, if you like it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm going to go get stuff done. Sleep well. God bless. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care.